Greetings, Scorpio and Scorpio rising. This is your Western forecast for February 2024. Some of the major themes is on family matters, real estate. Also could be bringing up early childhood memories. This because we're going to have a 5-planet lineup, which is very unusual in the sign of Aquarius. If you have 3 planets in one sign, it is called a stellium. And a stellium is a major emphasis in focusing your attention in one area of the horoscope. But we're having 5. So for the whole world, there's going to be this intense focusing on all things Aquarius and how it impacts Scorpio. Aquarius, just in general, is very innovative, idealistic, thinks out of the box, very progressive, alternative, wanting to move into all new, shake things up, move into exciting new directions. But Aquarius is 4 signs past Scorpio. And in basic astrology, the 4th house is home and family, your roots, could even be land and agriculture, your psychological foundation. So I'm going to be breaking down what all of these different 5 planets are, how that's going to be influencing 4th house matters. But also the Sun and Mercury will leave Aquarius the last week of February and move into Pisces. So that's going to add in another dimension, even though the 4th house with Aquarius energy is going to be impacting you into March. But before I break all that down and explain how it can apply to you, if you enjoy these kinds of videos and would like to see more of them, click like and subscribe. And don't forget to click on the notification bell so you can receive the latest postings. And if you go into the description box underneath the video, you'll find a direct link to take you to my website where you can book an astrology reading or sign up for my 2-question offer. Now let's start with the Sun. The first 3 weeks of every February is transits in Aquarius. Where the Sun is shining is where your main attention and priority is directed towards. So every February, the last week of January, the first 3 weeks of February, there's going to be some kind of interest, focus on family matters, your home, land, real estate, maybe early childhood memories. Then we have Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Pluto. Mercury is what you're curious about. What are you talking about? What are you interested in? Mercury in Aquarius. Now, Aquarius is very progressive, highly intelligent energies. Mercury is the mind. So Mercury in Aquarius for everybody, you're more open to progressive new ideas, new technology, that's Aquarius, thinking out of the box, original thinking. And that Mercury will be in Aquarius in your 4th house, home, family, real estate, February the 4th through February the 23rd. That could be good for buying and selling homes, negotiating contracts with contractors, with remodeling the home, or if you're a realtor, you're really doing a lot of negotiations, but perhaps you're just really interested and really wanting to learn about buying and selling or focusing on all kinds of real estate matters. Venus and Mars. Venus is the planet of creativity, sociability, love and romance. Venus is where we value what we appreciate, what we love. Venus moving through the fourth house. Now, it's not going to move there won't move to Aquarius until February the 16th, until March the 11th. But where Venus is transiting, it's what you're really enjoying. And what you're loving, what you're valuing, all the keywords of Venus. And so the last 2 weeks of February, and then going into March, that Venus is highlighting your fourth house, home and family. Now Mars goes into Aquarius once every 2 years. The Sun, the Mercury, Venus, all go into Aquarius once a year. But Mars is in Aquarius once every 2 years. Mars is ambitious, it's motivated, it's risk-taking, it's impatient, it's fired up, because it's the warrior planet in mythology. Mars goes into Aquarius, into your fourth house, February the 12th through March the 22nd. That's a long time, about 6 weeks. Now, some of the positive of Mars in the fourth, Mars is often associated with repairs, fixing things. And so Mars in the fourth house, you could be doing a lot of home repairs, or doing remodeling, or very busy getting the house ready to move or to sell or move into a new home. Well, that a lot of busy activity. But the fourth house outside of the house is the family. And the Mars, often when the Mars is in the fourth house with family, you may be feeling, there might be a lot of stress going on in the family, a lot of anxiousness, maybe a lot of arguing and tension. But this Mars is going to be a lot softer, not so aggressive or competitive with family, because Venus will also be in Aquarius. Now, Venus goes into Aquarius, joining Mars. Now, Mars goes in on the 12th. Venus goes in on the 16th. So the last 2 weeks of February, and then also in the first almost 10 days into March, Venus and Mars are aligned and harmonizing each other in Aquarius. Venus brings diplomacy, camaraderie, charm. So the Venus with the Mars, it's softening the rudeness. That Mars can be a bit ego-oriented, and the Venus is bringing in more cooperation and harmony. And if you are making negotiating and discussing, that's the Mercury. With the Venus-Mars, there's a lot of real positive advanced energies going on. Now, this could be with remodeling, with making home repairs, to moving. But with family and that Venus-Mars, which is all this passionate energy and creative energy, you could be entertaining at home, or there could be a family reunion, a family wedding, going on a family vacation. Or if your family lives far away, you could be, making this long journey back home and then doing a lot of celebrating and enjoying each other's company. Now, the new moon, we have a new moon every month. The new moon will be in Aquarius, February the 9th. This new moon is now where all these fourth house matters are all starting to really crystallize. This is your intention, this is your focus with family, real estate for those next 4 weeks. Mars will be in the 4th in Aquarius from the 12th of February till the 22nd of March. So this fourth house emphasis, family, real estate, agriculture, your past, this will all be influencing you strongly all of February, but through a lot of March. And I bring that up because the Sun is going to leave Aquarius on the 20th of February and be in Pisces in your 5th house for 4 weeks. So now the sun is drawing your attention, bringing more interest to 5th house matters. Now, when the sun's in Pisces, Pisces is a water sign. A water in Scorpio is a water sign. So when the sun moves into Pisces once a year, into February, into March, overall, it's more easy, harmonious energies for you. And the sun is now drawing your attention more to 5th house matters, as Pisces is 5 signs past Scorpio. 5th house is children, romance, vacations, fun and games, sports. It's a very pleasurable, enjoyable part of the horoscope or your life that the sun is now drawing your attention, more interest in. But I'm bringing it up because even though the sun and Mercury, which are starting to make plans and discuss, also joins the sun that last week of February, the dominant theme of family and real estate is going to be the dominant theme into a lot of March. Now, that new moon is going to be on the 9th of February, crystallizing, drawing your attention to 4th house matters for 4 weeks. But this new moon is going to be very interesting because it's going to be a square or a 90-degree angle of internal conflict with rebellious, unpredictable Uranus. So especially from the new moon to the full moon on the 24th of February, the full moon is when a lot of matters come to light, a lot of things come to a head, or issues that have been hidden are now revealed. That's all the full moon around the 24th, 25th, 26th of February, with the seeds of all being planted with home and family matters on the 9th. But there could be, with the Uranus, these unexpected upsets, these unexpected surprises with your living situation. You could suddenly find out that you need to relocate. Or there might be the sudden need, unexpected need for making home repairs. There might be some really unexpected events impacting the family. So there's all this emphasis of Aquarius in the 4th house, but there's going to be from the 9th for certainly those next couple of weeks, with the new moon energy, where there could be a lot of surprises. And there could be, on the positive, this out of the blue could be an offer in real estate. Now, Pluto, I talked about this for the past year. Pluto is associated with Scorpio. So Pluto's the ruling planet of Scorpio. Pluto briefly went into Aquarius the end of March, beginning of June 2024. Then it retrograded back into Capricorn, making sure we've learned the lessons of Capricorn, which is government, economics, corporations. Then the Pluto went back into Aquarius the middle of January, last month, through the end of August. Then it's going to retrograde just briefly, tying up any finishing touches of Capricorn energies, September to the middle of November. Middle of November, it's back into Aquarius for nearly 20 years. Pluto is all this transformational energy, this overhauling energies. And so it could be impacting family over the next 20 years, be your whole living situation. Now, with Mars, Mars can have so much to do with repairs, with Mars in the 4th of real estate, and now Pluto in Aquarius, and the sun's putting a real spotlight on 4th house. This could be a lot of you might be moving. A lot of you might be deciding to do some major home repairs or a complete remodeling, or maybe get involved with land and agriculture. So that's this big emphasis. And with Pluto, it's major life turning points. It could be, as an example, is you finally go from an apartment to a house. It could be that not only are you moving, but you could be moving far away from where you've been brought up or been living for a long time, because that Plutonian, this powerful transformational energies. And with that Venus and Mars, which can be very creative energy, very passionate energies, all in Aquarius in your 4th, the last 2 weeks of February, into at least the first 11 days of March, there could be all this entertaining or at home, the beautifying, the creativity at home. Now, even though all that Aquarius energy, a lot of it is going to keep your attention, especially with Mars, continues in Aquarius in your 4th house to the 22nd of March, especially if you're starting home remodeling, home repairs, or looking to move or needing to pack, and all those things associated with the home and real estate. In February, well, the Mars is just keeping you busy through the first 3 weeks of March. But the Sun goes into goes into Pisces, very favorable with Scorpio because they're both water signs. And now the Sun is starting to draw your attention, new interest with 5th house matters, as Pisces is 5 signs past Scorpio. So this, the home and family and real estate is the dominant theme, but now we're starting to add, by the last week of February, a new interest, the 5th house. Now the 5th house can represent speculation and gambling and investing in the business world, with that emphasis of 4th house, real estate. So you could be investing in a home, investing in real estate, flipping houses. That would be all that speculation with the 5th house. 5th house is children. It's vacations. With children, it's fun and games and sports, and bringing in the family. So there could be a family holiday, a big family reunion, or there could be a new baby that comes into the family. That's bringing in that 5th house matters. Now, I want to look at how these energies are impacting your health, your relationships, your business. Been already touching upon this, but to summarize it, having Mars in Aquarius for 6 weeks, starting on the 12th, Aquarius forms a hard angle to Scorpio. But it's being softened by Venus. So you're not going to be too anxious, too irritable, too impatient. The Mars brings in a certain amount of diplomacy, kind of softens the whole energies. But what then happens is, instead of being anxious and stressed out because of the Mars, because of the softening with Venus, you're going to have a lot more energy to draw upon. So it's a lot of robust energy through February, even into March. With relationships, that Venus-Mars in the 4th, well, when it comes to relationships, the 4th is home and family, but you could be entertaining at home. You could be having a romance and, and wining and dining them at your home. You could meet somebody through family if you're starting a relationship. And then, of course, the Sun and Mercury by the end of the month is bringing in more the interest of the 5th house, of romance, of vacations, of enjoyment. But when it comes to business, That fourth house, real estate, home furnishings, land, agriculture. The fifth house, by the end of the month, going into March, is bringing in the taking a risk, gambling, investing. And with that, Venus and Mars is going the last 2 weeks. In the fourth, there's a lot of excitement and passion all around family, home, property. I want to thank you for watching. If you like information on how to book an astrology reading or to sign up for my 2-question offer, visit my website at gardino.co. That's .co. Until next month, be safe and well.